That 10. I don't mind him rolling forward. I like what he did on debut. He was good again through the line. He was still quite new, just lacked a bit of competitiveness when they got to him. But the trial prior produced 3 winners already, and he was very dominant in that trial. There's something special about him, I think. I could have egg on my face here. He mightn't be good at all, but I do like the 4. I just love the look at him. Definitely the 3, Boom Robe. Love the blinkers on. He's just not competitive when asked. That'll negate that. And I like him staying at the 13.50 before stretching out any further at the moment. She Drives a Bentley, could improve third up. And then Maziz was good at the trials. Looks nice. 4, 3, 13 and 8. Your favourite is with Celestial Blaze for Jimmy Orman and Robert Heathcote. Boom Rowe is now on the second line of Maziz, but there's not a lot between them. Here's David Fowler.
Expected to be one of the leaders. So the last 2 to come up, Boomeroo and Gem Cut. 2 out of line. And Kian only 2 runners to move up. For Celestial Blaze, $3. Maziz, number 8, $3.50, and 3 Boomeroo, $3.70. She Drives a Bentley at $10. They played it right at 4 today too, stewards have advised us. Now Jam Card goes up. Boomeroo will be the last one to move in. He's on a fairly quick backup. He ran at Ipswich last Thursday week. Blinkers go on today. 3rd run back from a long spell. Boomeroo goes to his position and we're set for the 4th. At the halfway mark, red light turned on. This distance here, 1350 metres. Ready for action. All set. They're off. Jumped in a good line too. Celestial Blaze and Aqua Tempo, 2 of the first to go. Avert going up inside of them and Aratiri going up inside the lot, and Boomeroo, just for good measure, pushing forward. Settling midfield, She Drives a Bentley over on the outside of Everywhere. And there's that well-backed Maziz, 3rd last in the moving line. Trusty Bandit, 2nd last, and Gem Card is last of all. Spread out over at least 12 lengths, I'd say, into turn 1. 800 left to run. Celestial Blaze and Boomeroo, they share the lead. 2 to Aratiri, 3rd, Avert 4th the other. A length and a half to Everywhere over on the inside of Aqua Tempo. 2.5 away, She Drives a Bentley outside of Maziz. 4 back along the inside, about 5 off the lead at the 600 metres, and 2 behind him were Trusty Bandit and Gem Card. First split is genuine, 44.72. They run this at a fair speed. Celestial Blaze led Boomer onto the turn from Avert and Aratiri, Aqua Tempo. She Drives a Bentley coming wider. Then came Everywhere. Now Maziz going easily. He's got something to offer, but he's trapped in some traffic. He needs a run. Eventually he goes back to the inside, but meanwhile Celestial Blaze nicked off, got away from Aratiri, who runs after it. Then a gap to the others. Celestial Blaze, 1-2 with the shillelagh by Orman. Aratiri trying hard. Celestial Blaze too good. Beat home Aratiri. Maziz was good in 3rd, but never likely in the straight. Everywhere 4th. Then came Gem Card passing a few. Trusty Bandit, Aqua Tempo. She Drives a Bentley, Avert. And the blinkers didn't work with Boomer. He dropped right out and ran last in 1:21.26.
Kian, well done. Your shout this time for coffees this afternoon. Celestial Blaze, too good. $2.40. They really stepped into it late. James Orman, our Jockey Challenge favourite and leading rider here in Queensland at the moment, just took the favourite straight to the front. There was no worries. They were going along in front. Aratiri's run really well in for second. The Morrissey stable, Kian was mentioning just before the race during the mounting yard, that the stable's going really well, and Aratiri's got into second at $14. And Maziz, I'll watch that race a couple of times after this event because he just did so much wrong. He got over racing. It looked to be down the back straight, and Ryan looked to get him on heels for a couple of moments. He just did so much wrong early and late. When he finally did get a gap about the 200 metres, he decided to let rip, and he's come home well. But the winner has performed way too well here this afternoon. Celestial Blaze, never in doubt from the top of the turn, and he's too good under James Orman. Kian made a huge push for him before the gates and also from the mounting yard. She was speaking about how much she loves those Husson horses, and she's got the cash once again. In regards to the second, Aratiri will play very nicely at the $14 quote. Started $81 on the QIP, and I'm not going to be jumping off Maziz for a while. That was a very nice debut for a horse that certainly is screaming out for further. Trusty Bandit down the outside. The Greys also worked home well. We'll bring those numbers to you very shortly, but it should be 4, 14, 8, and it looks like the runner on the outside Everywhere has got home in for 4th. So those numbers 4, 14, 8 and 16. Keanu will grab an interview with the Heathcote stable in a couple of moments' time, but $2.40 across the board. Celestial Blaze, aptly named with that big blaze down his nose, gets the job done, and he deserved that victory. Win number 1 at start number 2, and he's done it 31 days in between runs, Keanu.
Yeah, going to talk to Rob Heathcote. I love this horse, Rob. Do you love him?
Very much. We've had a very healthy opinion of him from the moment he walked in the stable. I mean, you only got to look at him. He's a flashy, good-looking bugger. But more importantly, he could run. I thought he did a super job first up. And even Jimmy said before he got on him now, he said, wow, he was entitled to run 4th or 5th. And he's still stuck on for 2nd. And today, he was probably entitled to get beat. They served it up to him. He had to run along. He hasn't run for, 4 or 5 weeks with all this unsettled weather we've had, but Jimmy knows what he's doing, and I think you're going to find this is a pretty smart horse going forward.
Oh, I agree, Rob. I love everything about him. I love his walk. And, I'd assume, being a Hassan as well, we could ride him quite in the future.
Well, it's something I said to Jimmy. I think he'll be a better horse when we do ride him a little bit for cover and perhaps even get him over a bit further. But it's good. It's Christmas time, something for everybody here. And big thanks to Adrenaline Thoroughbreds. They do a great job.
Yes. So Sanders going to come to 36 Scotch Street now. Thank God. Well done, Rob.
Good on you, Keanu.
All right, yeah, nice horse there. 4, 14, 8 and 16 after the running of the 4th here at Doomben. Quaddy's up next. He's a nice horse, Jimmy.
He is. He did a good run on debut, and he was able to just high roll again. I didn't really want to be going that quick today, but we just got taken on a bit. But rail out 10, it's probably an advantage to be in front.
No, definitely, and obviously maiden grade, they can do that. They can sit up on speed and be better than him. But Hassan, he's athletic, he's leggy, perhaps even better ridden off speed in the future over further.
Yeah, as the races get harder, he'll be able to sit back and have a last crack at him.
Good work.
Thank you.